Hey, it's Janette Burke here, online media personality, TV show podcast host of Janette's TV podcast, red carpet host, correspondent, and MC speaker. And you're watching Janette's Take On, the segment savvy women over 40 who are concerned with world events, political change, celebrity news, celebrity gossip, and so much more consistently tune into to get my honest, heartfelt insights. Oh, Canada. Today, I'm taking on the Air Canada strike and its impact. August 2025 gave us a reminder that labor battles still matter, especially when they touch the daily rhythms of our lives. So let's unpack this. Mid-August, specifically starting Saturday, August 16th, just after midnight, Air Canada's flight attendants walked off the job. Over 10,000 of them, represented by QP, staged the first strike of its kind in 40 years, halting most operations at the country's largest airline. The fallout, around 130,000 passengers per day were affected, with flights across Air Canada and Rouge suspended. Air Canada Express flights were the only exceptions. The federal government didn't hesitate. Jobs Minister Patty Hajdu intervened with binding arbitration, and the Canada Industrial Relations Board ordered staff to return by August 17th. The union didn't budge. QP stood firm, vowing to keep striking even in the face of political pressure, fines, or worse. What ignited this fight? 2 key points. Ground pay. Flight attendants demanded compensation for unpaid work like boarding, deplaning, and delays on the tarmac. In North America, crew compensation typically only starts when the aircraft moves. QP members estimated about 35 hours a month of unpaid labor. Wage equity was the second issue. The airlines offer a 38% increase over 4 years with a 12 to 16% bump in 1 year still failed to meet rising costs, particularly when compared to the 26% hike pilots received in 2024. QP called it inadequate and below inflation, below market, even below minimum wage. As expected, summer chaos. Thousands stranded with vacationers in limbo, some faced with sunk costs upward of $8,000, while others scrambled for new flights or accommodations. By August 19th, after intense mediation, both sides reached a tentative agreement, one that included ground pay, breaking a decades-long norm. Flights began resuming later that day, though full restoration of service took approximately 7 to 10 days. More than 500,000 passengers had been impacted by then, but refunds, rebooks, and compensation options were rolled out. For women over 40, the savvy travelers I speak to every day, this strike cut especially deep. Many of you juggle multiple roles: caregiver, head of household, consultant, coach, leader, or solo adventurer, finally carving out some much needed downtime. Suddenly canceled flights meant missed business opportunities, conferences, and speaking gigs, translating into lost income, lost influence, and added stress. Rebooking, chasing down customer service, or managing family logistics wasn't just inconvenient, it was exhausting, particularly for solo travelers and single mothers. Some may now rethink their loyalty to Air Canada, preferring carriers with stronger labor relations and reliability. There's also solidarity here. Watching predominantly female flight attendants fight to be paid for invisible labor like boarding resonated with women who have been undervalued in their own careers. It sparked deeper conversations about equity, fair pay, and work-life balance. Savvy women are already adjusting, adding more margin to itineraries, diversifying loyalty programs, and investing in travel insurance or concierge services that prioritize fast rerouting. Others are questioning whether every trip is worth it, balancing climate concerns, industry instability, and digital alternatives like Zoom. The result? Women are becoming more intentional about how they spend their time and money, choosing companies that reflect their values and reliability. As mentors, leaders, and consumers, many are also pushing for better labor practices and transparency across travel and beyond. This strike wasn't just about one airline. It reshaped industry norms. The victory for ground pay at Air Canada may ripple through the continent, influencing negotiations at American, Delta, Alaska, United, and others. Suddenly, what was seen as expected but uncompensated is being recognized as legitimate labor reroutes. Here's my take. This strike reminded us how essential the everyday labor we often take for granted really is. It wasn't just a show of solidarity. It was a push for fairness and dignity, not only for flight attendants, but for everyone who works behind the scenes. The strike and its resolution signifies a shift, a collective insistence that work deserves respect, visibility, and compensation. Curious to know your views. Please drop them in the comments section of the video below. And don't forget to subscribe to Janette's TV Podcast YouTube channel for more savvy take-ons just like this, all featured on the Janette's Take On playlist. That link is below. I'm Janette Burke, and until next time when I present another Janette's Take On, stay sharp, stay savvy, and stay in control.